Now, welcome back here in the new year. A lot of people focus on how to reach their goal weight, get healthier. That's probably one of your resolutions. But the long-term nutrition and weight loss, really an addition that we can try to, an addition, not a subtraction problem. Actually, clinical nutritionist Tara Coleman joining us to talk about some habits. And I love this, Tara, because what you say is doable. It doesn't seem too stressful with the way you've laid it all out. Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, they're so simple, but they're extraordinarily effective. So, and they're things you can start today, right now, actually.
That's awesome. So let's start with that. And then I also want to talk a little bit about your background, how you got into all of this.
Absolutely.
But since you laid out this beautiful table, it all looks like really delicious stuff that we can get our hands on. Oh, from your fridge here to our studio. So let's start this way. What is this right here? Tell us about it.
Okay, water. I know this doesn't seem super exciting, but water is the foundation of everything in your body. And so if you're not hydrated, your expensive lotions or vitamins or chiropractic is not going to work. And so one good rule of thumb is to start your day with 16 ounces of water.
Okay.
So keep it next to your bedside. First thing, as soon as you wake up, it's not going to be the most exciting part of your day, but it's really, really important.
And you brought lemons too. Should we squeeze some in there?
You certainly can. You know, that's been kind of hyped up, and honestly, all I care about is it gets into you. And so it tastes better with lemon. If that makes you do it, by all means, go for it.
I love that. And 16 seems like a lot, but what is that? So half of this,
half
right?
of that, that's about this right here.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay.
No, it's like I said, I mean, it's going to take like a minute maybe to drink it.
Just chug that first thing, start your day, and then what else do we need to think about with meals?
So next, every single time you eat, including breakfast and snacks, I want there to be a source of protein.
Okay.
We used to think that low-carb diets, the reason they worked was the lack of carbs, but it's actually the addition of protein. Protein keeps you full, keeps your blood sugar stable. Now, it is the animal protein that we think of, but also nuts, dairy, seeds, all of that fall into the protein category.
Okay, good. That's
so
good to know.
Feel free to grab, I know you said that pistachios are your favorite.
My mom always gives me pistachios. Every holiday, she's like, here's a bag of pistachios.
Little did you know.
Hard to peel and do, but like they're delicious once you get to them.
Well, it does slow you down a little bit too.
Yeah, so nuts are good, cheese, Greek yogurt. Okay.
Exactly.
I love that. And you can boil eggs and have them ready to go each day. So these seem very simple.
Yeah,
you don't always have to have a steak with every meal.
No, you could do apple and nut butter. You could do a banana and nuts, or hummus and a hard-boiled egg.
Oh, that's great. And those are delicious. I like the sound of all of that. Okay, and then what do you have over here?
So recent studies have shown that the order in which you eat food is extraordinarily impactful. And so one good rule of thumb is to start the way that you eat your food with vegetables. Okay. For instance, if you were to eat this meal, rice, vegetables, chicken, it would behave differently in your body than if you start with vegetables, chicken, and rice.
It makes a difference.
It slows it down, less of an insulin response, less likely to be stored as body fat.
So the greens first.
Greens first, vegetables first, make sure that the first thing you put in your mouth, and then the protein and carbohydrates, if possible, right? If it makes sense.
I mean, a lot of times I always just like fill my spoon with all of it.
Yeah, one perfect bite.
Mashup.
You can do that too, the perfect bite, yes.
But good to know, it makes a difference on how you process the food. And
it does, it slows it down. It makes you stay full longer as well. And like I said, less of an insulin response, so if you have blood sugar issues, this is really great. Or if you just want to go and manage your weight, this is really great too.
And traditionally, we usually eat salad before the meal, so that's always a good thing.
Well, that's great. So on top of the vegetables, vinegar is also extraordinarily powerful in slowing down the absorption of food into your body. And so one really easy rule of thumb is every time you eat, have a green salad with a vinaigrette, this is the important part, first. Now, I love this because you can do this if you're out at an Italian restaurant. You can do this before really any meal. And it turns this meal, which is delicious, but maybe not the best thing for you, into something that's going to give you a long-term energy rather than short-term energy.
Oh, so the vinegar helps.
The vinegar helps.
In our just natural salad dressing, oil and vinegar people like to put on their vegetables. Okay.
It's perfect.
That's good to know.
So yeah, like I said, you can do this eating out, you can do this eating at home, you can make a really simple vinaigrette with some olive oil, with some garlic and onion and herbs. And really make it delicious.
That's great. Right? And Tara, I was reading about your background, and I love how you got into this.
Yes.
Tell us that real quick, if you could.
Well, I actually started out as a scientist.
Right.
So I worked, I wore a lab coat and worked in a lab every single day. And I found that a lot of disease was being caused by lifestyle, right? And so I decided to shift to prevention. And so it's been 17 years, which is kind of mind-blowing.
Wow.
And mostly I help people prevent disease, feel as good as possible, you know, really be able to participate in San Diego, right?
I know, we have such a healthy community,
Yeah.
health-minded, but a lot of these tricks, people don't realize how easy they can be. It's not as daunting the way you explain it, so
well,
thank
like
you
I
for
said,
that.
I really want people
Yeah.
to take action immediately, because
Yeah.
we can wait for the perfect day or the perfect time or Monday, it is Monday, but these are things you can do right now and they will have a really big impact.
We have just a few seconds left. How can people get a hold of you and get all your information?
You can find me on my website, taracoleman.com, or I am Nutrition Tara on social media.
Perfect. Tara, thank you for sharing this. I love it.
Thank
This
you.
is so easy. Our resolution is on now. I can do this. I can
Let's do it.
put
I
some
love it.
vinaigrette on anything.
Yep, it's all yours.
All right, thanks, Tara. Well,